Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial. Today we'll be showing you how to use VirtualBox to install Ubuntu on your computer. Whether you're new to Linux or just looking to experiment in a safe environment, this guide will walk you through each step. Let's get started. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to introduce my team who will be joining me throughout this tutorial. Together, we'll be guide you step by step in using VirtualBox to install Ubuntu. Well, virtual machines or VM are an essential technology that allows users to run multiple operating systems on a single physical device without replacing or removing the main operating system. VMs create an isolated environment to run an OS known as the guest OS on top of the host OS. While VirtualBox is one of the most commonly used software for creating and managing virtual machines, it is chosen for its open source nature, free availability, lightweight design, and ease of use, making it ideal for students, researchers, and or anyone interested in learning virtualization without incurring additional costs. In this tutorial, the operating system to be installed is Ubuntu, a popular and user-friendly Linux distribution on VirtualBox. Ubuntu is free, beginner-friendly, and supported by a large community, making it ideal for learning and troubleshooting. Combining VirtualBox with Ubuntu offers several benefits like risk-free explorations, simplifies also widely used in courses like DevOps or data science. This tutorial will help you understand how to create and use a virtual machine, as well as learn how to install and run Ubuntu as a guest OS. But first, let's explore more details about VirtualBox and the Ubuntu ISO with explanation provided by my friend Hans.
So, what is VirtualBox? VirtualBox is a virtualization software developed by Oracle. It allows you to run multiple operating systems simultaneously on the same computer without the need for dual booting or replacing the main operating system. It is mainly used to run alternative operating systems for software testing or exploration, creating isolated development or testing environments, and enabling IT training without risking the primary system. Key features includes virtual disk management, which supports formats like VDI, VMDK, and others, shared clipboard and drag and drop, which simplifies file sharing between host and guest systems. Networking modes includes NAT, bridge, host only, and internal networking. Guest additions, which enhances performance and user experience. And lastly, snapshots that allows users to create virtual machines backups for restoration. There are some advantages of VirtualBox, which is the first one is free and open source, which means there is no licensing costs. The second one is multi-platform. It runs on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Solaris. The third one is compatibility with various guest operating systems. It supports Windows, Linux, Solaris, and some of Mac OS versions. The fourth one is snapshot features, which allows users to save the virtual machine state and revert to it in case of issues. The last one is portability, which it can easily transfer virtual machines between computers. There are also disadvantages of VirtualBox. The first one being performance may be lower compared to paid virtualization software like VMware. It requires strong hardware for optimal performance, and it also has some advanced features such as guest additions, which requires manual installation for better integration. Okay, moving on to Ubuntu ISO. It is an image file of the Ubuntu operating systems used for installation. It contains all the necessary files and configurations to install and run Ubuntu on physical or virtual machines. The advantages of using Ubuntu ISO is it is free and open source, which means no cost to download or use. It is compatible across environments, which means it can be run on physical hardware or virtual machines. And the last one is it's LTS or long-term support, which offers updates and support for up to 5 years for the LTS version. The benefits of using Ubuntu in VirtualBox is it is safe experimentation for learning Linux. It is ideal for simulating servers or DevOps of environments, and it helps users familiarize themselves with Linux-based operating systems for professional purposes.
And to install the Ubuntu, you go to the ubuntu.com in your browser. On the top navigation bar, click on the Get Ubuntu and then select the Ubuntu desktop. Then click on the Download Ubuntu desktop button. And then here you can choose between the LTS and the one without the LTS. LTS stands for long-term support. And now here we can see the system requirements. You can check the system requirements. You have to make sure PC or laptop meets the system requirements. If the hardware is compatible, then click on the download button here and it will be downloaded automatically in your browser. After you download the Ubuntu, you go ahead to your Oracle VM VirtualBox. You open it, and up on top, let's click the New button, and let's give it a name. For example, I name it Ubuntu. And then here you can choose where you want to place your virtual machine, and you can navigate to where you saved your ISO image. I saved my ISO image here, so I choose this. And then it will automatically detect the type and the version. The type is Linux and the version is Ubuntu. And then click on next. And then here you can type your user credential to log into your virtual machine. I recommend you to change the username and the password so you remember it when you want to log in. And then there's a checkbox guest edition here. It will give you better performance and also usability. I recommend you to check the checkbox and then click on next. And on this page, you can specify how much RAM and the number of processors the virtual machine should get. Note that this will take the memory away from the host machine as you allocate the memory to your virtual machine. Let's just choose next. On this page, you can specify how much hard disk space you want to allocate to your machine, to your virtual machine. Note that it is dynamic, which means it will actually consume the space if you use it on your virtual machine, unless you check this pre-allocate full size button, and it will be static. We click on next. Here you will see summary of all your selections. Click finish. And here we can see on the top right that it is now installing the operating system on the virtual machine, and it is installed. Now, if you want to show the operating system, you can choose start, you choose normal start, and you can see it's installing the operating system on your virtual machine, and it is installed. If you want to remove the virtual machine, you have to right click on it and then click remove. Note that this will not only delete the virtual machine, but also delete all files associated with that virtual machine. Let's click delete all files, and then it's deleted. So these are the references we used for our tutorial. Thank you for watching our tutorial. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment below what topics would you like to hear in our next tutorial. Thank you.